Oh, we are live, guys. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, idealists and visionaries, I'm your boy Idol Tone, and I don't even really want to make that known because this ain't my stream today. This ain't my stream. I don't know if you guys have noticed or been paying attention.
My oh my!
But I've apparently been taken over. I've been hacked. It is what it is. So, just going to say hi, and I'm going to leave this stream to the person who has taken over, the one, the only Jasmyn Milan.
Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about Deadman Wonderland, and I was gonna say, feel free to take control, chime in anywhere y'all want to. Just some background on me, I'm an artist. If anybody doesn't know, I'm a multidisciplinary, and yeah, hopefully I'll be.
No, not yet.
But I guess we can start off talking about, I guess, the main synopsis of the show. I'm pretty sure everybody here has seen it at some point in time. If you read the manga, that's even better. But basically, our main character, Gantha, he's in class with his friends and all that. And this mysterious monster demon type of creature comes and kills everybody. It's a complete massacre. And he's falsely convicted of killing everybody and framed by his lawyer. So when he gets into prison for the crime, he basically has to navigate through like a battle royale prison that is, of course, capitalistic and based on them almost in a carnival.
Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back.
Okay.
A carnival type of thing, and yeah, they have to compete and kill each other for candies to keep them alive. So a whole bunch of layers, and he's basically on a journey to survive and find the person who killed his classmates.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
It's so much. It's hard to. I was like, let me do a short version of what this anime is. And it's like you can't, because you got to explain what happens when you're in jail too.
Right. There is a lot that goes on, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's a lot crammed into 12 episodes. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if anybody read the manga, it would be great to know, because even with the ending of the anime, I just felt like it was so many other things to explore, so many questions unanswered, even just about, we got the gist of his relationship with Shiro, like the best friend concept and how she was like a savior to him, but I just feel like we didn't get enough answers on her wretched egg transformation and just like why exactly she killed the classmates, and just like I feel like we could have got a lot more story. So
I respect that for sure. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of agree. I feel like like you just said, basically, there's a lot of loose ends. I agree with that. I wish there was more information.
You're talking about the first season?
Yeah.
You basically get the starter course in what is Deadman Wonderland, and the story closes out. It does close out. All those threads lead to a phenomenal end. You find out who Redman is. You find out Shiro's full history. You find out Gantha's full history. You find out all about the prison itself. And you get a closeout. You also get an OVA about beforehand when the cop was actually like out there doing his job before he got in trouble and got thrown in there.
Yeah, I think I watched that too, actually. I watched the OVA. Yeah, so I did not watch. Go ahead.
This anime is one of my number one picks for why the hell did no one finish this anime?
Right.
I remember we talked
about
that.
Because the story is completed. Yeah, no, we did an episode on Binge or Cringe of what series deserved the second season. This was my pick. Actually, it might have been this or one other one. I don't know.
No, this was your pick for sure.
This was my pick?
Mm-hmm. This
might have been my pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got out of hand on that one.
Wow. Oh, I will take the reins 1 second, for 1 second, Jasmyn. I forgot we do have a newcomer. Neo. I'm sorry, bro. Neo, Jasmine,
No,
Neo.
it's entirely fine.
Yeah, we didn't even do our intros.
Man.
It's one episode now. No one needs an intro.
Neo needs an intro. All right.
Does Neo truly need an intro? Because you know how he is.
The man, the myth, the legend? Absolutely.
Neo, you need
so mysterious.
You need a catchphrase, Neo. Everybody who comes on ends up having a catchphrase.
Do I have a catchphrase?
People like,
Give
what
me
up, what
time,
up?
And I'll come up with one at the end of this episode.
All right.
You always say, what up, Kobo. I'm pretty sure that's
what up?
Yeah, that's your...
All right, there you go. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so what do you got for us, Jasmine?
I thought we were doing intros.
Oh, well, they know who I am, so I don't really have to do.
Oh yeah.
And well, we all know who Kobold is, the Godfather of anime himself.
What up? What up?
And
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I need to get my catchphrase.
It'll come. It comes to everybody. Trust me. I think the person who took the longest might have been Null, but he eventually got it. And the fastest person might have been Grim. Grim's catchphrase is "Mind your business."
Mind your business.
Mind your business. He was the first one to have a catchphrase on his very first.
Well, that's because he came in swinging.
Yeah, right? That's true. But
oh god.
But guys, this is Neo Peridot. He's a good friend of mine and Kobolt's. Like I just introduced, this is the first time him and Jasmine are meeting, and actually, Neo's also one of the people who antagonizes me the most.
Long time viewer, first time chatter. Let's just say that.
Yeah, long time viewer, abuser. Definitely first time.
Long time abuser.
Don't be like, okay, Kobo. He's not an abuser. Whoa. He's not an abuser. He does like to pick on us a lot though. Every chance he gets. So
gotta keep you on your toes.
And but for lack of a better way to describe Neo, he's a bad bitch, as he likes to call himself.
Accurate.
Very.
So, but yeah, so that's the introduction for our newest person, Neo Peridot, my homie.
Okay. So I guess another thing I wanted to bring up: have y'all seen the dub, or y'all just seen the sub version?
So I did watch the dub. I think I enjoyed the sub a little more. I can't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure I enjoyed the sub better.
Yeah, like I kind of was like rewatching some little parts for things I forgot in it. So I watched the dub, and I was like, I don't like his voice, but the dub had so much cursing. I loved it. Like,
really? I forgot.
Yes, literally down to he was saying "suck my dick." He was calling them bitches. Yeah. Fuck you. I was like, I'm blown away right now. I ain't seen nothing like this. But I definitely like the voices in the sub better. But the dub kind of made up for it just by being so. Like, I want to say, yeah, he told the prisoner, the prison guard to suck his dick. So I was like, yeah, this is getting crazy. Yeah. But yeah, the stuff is usually, I guess, a little bit more interesting to me. Do y'all think that they should remake this anime and extend on the story, or leave it where it's at?
100% remake.
No remake. No remake. No remake. It's animated beautifully, dude. It's a top studio that did that series. Go back and watch it and be like, yeah, it does stand the test of time.
All right, maybe not remake then. Maybe continue. Yeah. Maybe continue or finish it.
Yep. They obviously are seeing the success of doing it right with Bleach. They could do it right with Deadman Wonderland. I guarantee you, it would be right up there with Jujutsu Kaisen and all the others that are just killing it right now that don't even have a completed story. We've got a full story with Deadman Wonderland.
Yeah. I wanted to. Is there any spoilers you could give about like what wasn't completed in the anime?
Oh yeah. His friend Shiro, the albino girl.
Yeah.
There is far more to her than you realize, and she does have a previous history with Ganta, one that took place when they were young.
Now that I kind of remember a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying any more. I'm just saying you get a couple of previews of that where he remembers her a little bit in the series at
I
the
was about to
end,
say there were
but they don't.
flashbacks.
Yeah, that's not really. That's one of the loose ends that they leave up. There's more to her story, a lot more, and
Mm.
she is tied to the red man that he is looking for.
Yeah, I kind of knew, like, I feel like from the first episode, I'm like, something ain't right with her, or she's gonna be like just a more evil character or something. Like her just act, especially when I rewatched the dub, I'm like, I just can tell just how she came in just was so inorganic. I feel like she was just thrown in from the first episode. It's like, oh yeah, she's his best friend, but half the people don't even acknowledge her most of the time, and then some people acknowledge her when she's about to fight. It's just like she seems like an outlier that something has,
Almost like a machine, right?
like she has
A
more.
biological machine.
I already knew she had more context than he had of what was going on with their relationship. So I was already automatically assuming that she was evil or something was wrong with her or something like that, like she was off in the head.
And I agree with that for the simple fact that one, how'd she get around a prison like that? No one said shit. Like she just had free reign, like moving
Like,
around.
what
Like,
kind of prison has all these little secret tunnels going on? Like, what's going on here?
yeah, she had
The
free
client minds want
reign.
to know.
Yeah, they're just not going to even acknowledge her. I didn't know if that was just because she was just so strong. Because like sometimes they would acknowledge her existence, but then other times they'd be like they're completely like tunnel vision, not even looking at her, not even speaking to her, just ignoring her character.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Neil? Got anything to say, quiet man?
Huh?
I was seeing if Neil had anything to say.
I
He'd
have
been
a
quiet.
like. I don't know if y'all noticed watching either sub or dub or not, but you can really tell that Shira was definitely giving off a weird vibe that there is more going on with her, not just in terms of apparently just knowing Ganta
Right.
more, like more intimately than one would think, but also that she, if I can remember vaguely, I believe she let it slip that she knew a bit more about why he was framed.
Mm-hmm.
And she let it slip, and he and Ganta, he sort of just like brushed it off, like, you know, the imbecile that he is at times.
Oh God, like it hurts me to be quiet right now.
He called him an imbecile.
Come on, Timmy, I had to use a big word.
Big words.
Oh, I was not expecting you to call him an imbecile. Okay.
Well, I mean, Ganta shows himself to be a somewhat foolhardy throughout the series. You know,
Yeah, it was
and
kind
you see, and you do get to see his failings as an individual. You know,
yeah, it was kind of giving me like Yuki vibes from like Future Diary, but I feel like
good choice. Yeah,
he
He
has.
fights more with a heart than he does his brain.
You said what?
He fights more with his heart than he does his brain.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I feel like he still was more useful than Yuki though, because I feel like a lot of the time I was just like, all right, you're getting in the way. At least Ganta, I seen like he had a little spice and spunk to him at certain times, especially in the dub. Like I said, rewatching the dub and just seeing how he was talking and it was so relatable. I was like, okay, like he has some type of, I guess, development. Even though I just didn't like the voice for the dub, I just feel like it should have been a little more like serious.
How about that first episode though? Oh,
You mean how it just starts with total massacre?
Literal just decimation of an entire like school classroom, all but one survive.
I feel like we got like a good preview of everything in the first episode. Like when I was rewatching it and my friend came in and like she was looking at some of the parts, like I felt like it wasn't doing justice to not see the first episode and even watch the rest of the series because so much happened that was fundamental. Even just like the whole prison and him being framed by his lawyer that he trusted and all those. I love any anime that has like those themes of like the corrupt officials and really like puts that to the forefront. So I thought it was cool as shit that he got framed by his lawyer that he trusted and was like, oh, you know, in the courtroom, and then the families beat him up. I just felt for him so bad. Like,
Yeah, like the first episode, they was wilding because it was so fast paced too. Like everything moved They moved real quickly just to get him into the prison, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Like, it was so quick.
Yeah. I think I watched like the Hummingbird episode with like him having I forget the girl's name, but she was like the little sister of one of the other main characters, one of the main dudes he was like with the whole time. Do y'all remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
She
you're
was
talking about.
Yeah.
thing. But when I was watching that, I'm like, I wish they kind of gave them a little, like, more of a little love arc, because I feel like he was crushing on her, like, let's escape. And then, like, 5 minutes later, they're like, nah, you're going to fight tomorrow. And then everything else happened. But I feel like even that one, it could have been extended a little bit more. What do y'all think?
I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like you said earlier at the beginning, there was a lot jam packed into just the 12 episodes itself. And I don't know
they
because they
crammed
knew
quite
it
a
was
bit
going to
of
end
those
early or
battles.
what, but
Yeah, they cram quite a few of those battles into it. They kind of rush you to a midpoint in the story. So a lot of those fights you get them. They happen quick, and they're done with. But it's mainly because you have a lot more that it opens up to. There's more fighting for all of them involved. All right. At first, they're fighting with each other in this carnival type atmosphere. They're fighting. They're at risk of losing body parts. It's a terrific scene, but it evolves into not just a fighting each other, but fighting the system which put them in there.
Right.
And finding out why, for many of them, being there is part of the scheme. That Ganta isn't the only one to get screwed over in this deal.
That's fact.
And it goes from them fighting each other to planning a way to fight the warden.
Yeah, no, definitely was a beautiful dynamic of it. So, who was your favorite character in this anime?
Shiro.
Like a
Shiro, the girl.
Shiro, 110%.
What's the name of the guy that Ganta first fought? The blade armed guy.
The cop?
Yeah, he's
the cop.
Yeah, I love him, man. He's just different.
Senji.
Yeah.
Senji.
He's different, man. I love him.
Oh, he was the crow. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I like him too. He was a fantastic character for that series, and I feel like that's why they had him as the OVA. Because he was the most interesting character out of all the prison victims. He was the one that had the most character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked his character a lot, and didn't like how he ended up kind of having like this master pupil tutelage situation with Ganta. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely gotta watch
that. What'd you say?
I definitely gotta watch that OVA.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the OVA was really good. That's probably what made him my favorite character, besides just the regular series. So,
well, the next portion of it gets pretty crazy. They do actually fight the warden, but that's not the end of the story. That's actually the beginning of the story in one sense. And that's where you see them all collectively move on to a new arc. And you get an allusion to it at the very last episode. Shiro sings a lullaby to Ganta.
Yeah.
And Ganta remembers that lullaby as something he heard right before the Red Man killed all his classmates.
Yeah,
it's a huge reveal.
He was like, remember from.
Yeah, I gotta read the manga.
What do you think? What does that make you think?
Makes me think that it's her, but
yeah, definitely. I always thought.
Yeah, I'd same as Jasmyn probably felt. I always felt that it was her from the rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that little like hungry. Like I get it, but like you're so unserious. There's a lot going on around you. So I'm like, yeah, thumbs up her.
That was my feeling as well.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched the series and the last episode when she was humming the song at the end. I was kind of pissed. I was like, "This cannot be the end. Like, this cannot be over. We need. I have too many unanswered questions about what's going to happen next." So I'm like, I
No,
would.
they don't really dig into the branch of sin. They don't dig into what the G block is all about, and they
Yeah,
don't dig into the international view or what Shiro's childhood or Gant's childhood that they've alluded to being joined. So, and you get a lot of that, the experimentation, the what is the branches of sins, all these questions that they didn't even barely graze upon, you get later on. That's why I feel like it's one that totally deserves to be finished. It will one day, it will.
Yeah, but it's been how many years?
yeah, it
I
came out.
mean, they brought back Bleach,
That's true, but I feel
There you go.
yeah,
I
probably about
feel
the
like
same amount of time, right?
But
The
it's,
look it longer actually, longer because this was 2007 to like 2013 or something, and Bleach was done by like 2009, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
So, however, Bleach was one of the biggest animes of that decade. All right.
yeah,
It was literally one of the top 3.
because of low
Yeah.
sales.
Yeah. They later on they added it as the big 3.
Oh my
For that
God,
decade.
Kobo, we're not doing this today.
I'm not even gonna.
The big
I'm not
3 of
gonna
Shonen
bring. I'm
Jump.
not bringing it up. Not bringing it up. But I'm just pointing out that's how big it was. Whereas, I think Deadman Wonderland didn't get the love that it deserved,
I agree.
and I think it might be partially because I mean, Ganta was kind of annoying,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that is. I don't know if it shined over more in the dub than in the subs, but in the subs he was a whiny bit. All right.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of people don't really like they didn't really like that character as much. I feel like it's the same reason why Future Diary doesn't also get a lot of love. Fantastic anime, whiny, unlikable protagonist.
that's really true.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not
we're
gonna hold
looking
you.
for
But I feel like
when we look for protagonists, we look for people who we can measure up to, not
Yeah.
measure down.
Wow.
So
I feel like at least like Ganto is like. I always felt like, well, correct me if I'm wrong, like Yuki was like mostly useless and kind of like came through sometime, but most of the time he was kind of messing up more than he kind of actually added to everything else going on.
I agree with you on that. I feel like Yuki, when it comes to Yuki, he didn't really like. There was nothing that really made him want to do it. Like he at a certain point, you got to be like, if you're in this type of setting, you be like, okay, I'm not trying to die. Like, so
Yeah,
I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah,
I feel like he never hit that point. Whereas Gunta, you kind of see him reach that extent. He's like, okay, I still don't like this, but I got to do what I got to do.
Plot has to progress,
yeah. I also wanted to know, like, of course, it was like financial gain of why, like, the lawyer really framed him and wanted him dead. But like, I just want to know also, is there more backstory to like how this even came about for him deciding to frame him, or if there's the lawyer, how much he's tied into knowing about the red.
Oh yeah. All that gets answered later on.
Yeah.
Like his motivations, what the whole thing is about. Because it's not just the fact that he's not having them fight just for fun.
Yeah.
They're product. They're straight up product. And it dives more into that, but you can't really tell that part of the story without alluding to all the other secrets that they kind of like keep in,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. I think one of the things that really like when I like this is when I first saw this anime, not even just like how everything starts off, just like even when they're actually in the prison, Like they're literally like there for viewing of sport. I was like, yo, like this is wild. This is different from what I'm used to. I was like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, super jail vibes. It was like I remember seeing the people was real. Like they're just acting like it's reality TV, which was pretty cool about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh. Well, for me, for this anime, I binged it when I first seen it, but trying to rewatch it, it was like, okay, like, even though it was only 12 episodes, I was kind of like, okay, like, I'll call it a binge, but maybe like a slow binge, like something I would be watching, but it does leave me on the edge of my seat, like some of the ones that are more exciting to me, like a Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen. But I definitely binged it. What y'all think?
I
It's
definitely
an
binged
absolute
it.
binge.
Definitely binged
Oh, yeah.
it. I can't.
I actually didn't binge it.
You did?
I watched it as I watched it as it aired, so I had to wait.
Well, cool.
I had to wait. Oh,
Every Saturday.
I guess the question is, would you binge it?
oh, in a heart. That first episode grabs you and yanks you into the story. Like any series that can do that in the first 3 episodes has got you for the rest of the season, unless they really screw up. I've seen people watch an epic anime and like a top 10 of all time, and at the end they screwed up the end. They hated the whole anime after that. They were bitter by how much time they had invested because the story was screwed up, you know. But it's rare. It's very rare. If they get you in that first 3 episodes, man.
Yeah, that is
You're
your
in.
rule of thumb, isn't it?
Absolutely. You can't watch like we have a lot of anime out now. I have to drop anime all the time. There's tons I've had to go back and watch. I still have to go back and watch like Vivi Fluorite Song or whatever. And like there's the 2nd season of Bastard is out already. Haven't watched that. You know, 2nd season of Ragnarok, still haven't watched that.
Oh man, that was good.
There's a lot going on that you have to kind of make time for. Right now we got Bungo Stray Dogs and Bleach airing. Like those are priorities right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually holding off on Bungo right now because I want to like binge it. Like
binging last season, this season is understandable because it runs back to back. It's part 1 and part 2 of a pretty big epic.
Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of holding off on that one. But yeah, no, I mean, I've definitely binged Deadman Wonderland, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Slow burner, but 100%.
Come back to that. It wasn't one of them. Embarrassingly so, I had to come back to Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched it like 4 times before I actually like sat down and watched it. And I actually was on bed rest, so I just like when I actually paid attention and like sat my ass down for like 2 episodes, I was like, damn, I've been missing out. Like this is one of my favorite anime. So, but yeah, I definitely didn't even need to do that on Deadman Wonderland. From the first episode, I was definitely hooked.
It has that quality.
Yeah.
You know, with how popular anime is now versus how it was when Deadman aired, because I mean, Deadman was pretty popular, but it was within a small community. Anime's blown up since then. Everybody's in anime. You got Fortnite skins of anime that's airing right now. So it's blown up worldwide, and they're already starting to reach back to finish great stories, and there's no shortage of great content for them to grab. You know, I mean, and they've tried remakes. No one wants remakes. 9 out of 10 remakes they make do not live up to the OG. Look at how they did My Boy Trigun. All right.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
It disappoints me. It disappoints me how bad that was.
I enjoyed it. I'm upset at y'all right now.
You did.
I genuinely
this
enjoyed
episode is about Deadman. We're not going to go and shit on Trigun, but it's an example of how reaching back and remaking is not the best method that they could do. Continuations, Bleach is showing them how to do it. They're giving them the template to win. It's up to them whether they want to go with it. And
I like,
you know,
the 3rd was remade. I like that new animation style they did. Did y'all see that?
You said
Which
Lupin
one?
the Third?
Yeah.
Oh, the 3D movie?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't remember the studio that did like the 2D just like remake.
Oh, I watched the 3D Lupin the First movie they did just recently, and it was fantastic. I haven't watched a good Lupin since the 90s. I don't like a lot of the new Lupin.
I think the remake that you're talking about, I saw some of it, and I like the way that they did it because they didn't really, if I remember correctly, I don't think they really like left like the main story or like was too far off. So I think it was pretty good, well done. Especially like it was nice to see updated graphics, you know, or animation.
They really nailed the style and like enhanced the style instead of like brand original. That's
Yeah,
just,
definitely.
I don't even know if they finished that because I only seen like one episode of it. I didn't see any promotion, and that was just the last I heard of that.
They will. Lupin is actually one of like Lupin, Detective Conan, and a few of the others are extremely popular. Like they're cultural touchstones for their communities. They won't. I mean, they haven't stopped making Lupin animations since the 80s. Same
Yeah,
with Conan, Detective Conan. They've been putting those out ever since the 80s.
I'm like even with live action, I'm like that would be a better one to do than like a Cowboy Bebop because we've seen how that went.
Well, there is a French offshoot Lupin that they're doing right now, and supposedly it's pretty good. You know, I think it's loosely fitted off the story of Lupin and not the actual anime itself.
Yeah, I saw one of those too. Like on Netflix, they had the Lupin, but I didn't.
Yeah. Getting good reviews. You know, I'm not gonna hate on it.
Yeah.
I just wish they would age that poor kid. I mean, Detective Conan's been like 10 for 4 decades now, and I'm feeling bad for the kid. You know.
Yeah, you think you want him to solve his own. Look, he can solve everybody else's cases, but his own. It's just sad.
He has been for over 1,000 episodes. I mean, give my boy a break.
Right? Cut this man some slack.
Even
Let him go.
Age him up. Let him get married. Come on.
Serenity now. All right.
Oh, I was gonna say I got one other side note question before I get back to Deadman. But honestly, I was kind of like finished talking about Deadman Wonderland. But if y'all have anything else to say about it, has anybody else seen Mononoke? Not the movie, the series.
I started watching it.
Is that the one with the guy with the holding the weird things?
Yeah.
And fighting demons. Yeah, I watched the first season. Not bad, not bad. I had to drop it though. It just didn't hold me in. It felt a little bit too much like a hodgepodge of a lot of animes that came out in the early 2000s.
Are you talking about
Had a very
a paper like texture and the art style?
Hmm?
Like it has textured art style. I don't know how to describe it. It's like it looks like paper or something.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm thinking of a completely different one then. Yeah, I'm thinking of a different one.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know which one you're talking about. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't get too into that because of the art style.
I was like obsessed with that. Just it looks so cool to me. But I was just wondering if anybody else seen it.
Grim's in the chat. He said, "Yo."
It's my boy right there. What's up, Grim? What's up, Grim?
Who knows what he's doing?
I could say a few things, but it would just derail the entire.
Can you save y'all marital spat for another day? But
hey, in honor of Grim, mind your business. All right.
All right, I deserve.
I hate
that.
when dad fight.
I deserve that. But no, if I got a question, I guess. What was your favorite like blood ability from Deadman Wonderland? Grim, I'm not.
No matter what.
Yo. Grim said if it isn't the world's oldest person, Cobalt.
He said person?
Well, no, he said something else.
Okay. I had to make sure. It was.
And then you said his catchphrase, so he said, "Yeah, LOL."
Oh, bro.
Jasmyn, can you see the chat or?
Oh, let me see.
No, you can't. Because Grim asked you a question.
No, I can't. I'm on Wait, how do I see it on a Discord? Like, how do I see
It won't
chat
be on the
while I'm-
Discord.
no,
It'll be on my YouTube.
Okay, I'm about to go use it on my computer.
All right. Yeah, but Grim asked you a question. He said, "Hey Jasmyn, you taking over the bro? You taking over the bro stream?"
Yes, facts. Here I am. I'm.
First of all, Grim, if you're gonna say her, spell her name, spell it right. It's in the title. That's not how you spell it.
It's literally right there. First of all, Grim. Okay, I gotta turn it off because it's like when it.
All right.
Wait now.
Get excited.
Yeah, I
no.
feel like it's my favorite too. Like straightforward.
What did you say?
How he discovered seeing his like. I'm trying to think of like how like who else had something that like stood out crazy to me because all of their powers just look cool. Like while they're doing it with Gonza, I feel like.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna probably agree with you. Don't get me wrong. My favorite character is the guy with the blade, so I obviously love the cop. I love his powers. But when once Gonza learned that supersonic bullet, I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. Well, that and it's not just a bullet; it's the ability.
He's literally a
itself,
pocket railgun.
Yeah, the power itself evolves
Yeah.
in the story itself. So what you're seeing of his ability, it's kind of like his first ability. Like imagine Yu Yu Hakusho and only the first season.
Yeah, that's true.
I could have sworn, didn't Shiro one episode who was like standing behind Gonza have like the same like growing tattoo mark on the left side of her face as he did at one point? Sort of empowering his like branch of sin.
Well, I mean, for that you need to understand what branch of sin actually is, and you're not going to get that in the series. You got to get that in the manga until they actually finish the series.
Oh my goodness.
I'm illiterate. I can't.
Neo, you're not illiterate. Shut up.
No.
I'm illiterate. He's like the most literate person in the world.
Yo.
Thank you, Alex.
All right, Berserk and Grim are wilding in the chat.
Right. I was excited that you brought up this anime. Of all animes, this one's one of the ones that I was just like, I was so happy that they did and so sad that they didn't finish. And I want other people to find out about this great anime so we could get some steam behind it and hopefully get a finished story.
Yeah.
You know, tell your friends. Tell everybody. Get it out there. Deadman Wonderland.
Deadman Wonderland. It's classic, man. It's like it's one of them things you gotta jump. Here's the thing. Like Kobo said, it catches you in the first episode, and we all said something similar to it. If you don't want to get your questions answered just from that first episode, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I can only count 4 animes or 3 animes, maybe 4 animes, where the first episode was so gnarly, you're just like, oh my god.
I can name one right off the bat.
What you got?
One right off the bat that catch you like that is Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer? Yep. All right.
The first episode of Goblin Slayer, you'd be like, what the?
I'm gonna have to watch it. I've never seen that.
Oh, it's
Attack
good.
on Titan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan's first episode. And there's one called Valve Rave.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was pretty gnarly.
I felt like that about Devilman Crybaby, and I felt like that about Parasite.
Yeah, I agree with those as well.
I was you got the Parasite before I could. Parasite, awesome anime. One of my favorite series too. You know,
yeah.
I hope they never touch that. It doesn't need a remake.
Yeah, nah, they got to keep it right where it's at. That's one of my favorites. Even just the length of that, like I feel like that story had a good pace to it.
Yo, all right. So Berserk and Kobo Berserk and Grim are going back and forth in the chat, Kobo.
Yeah, Berserk just popped into my game chat and
he said, well, first he said he's stopping by. What did he say? Okay, he said Berserk said coming by to show some love and also tell Grim to shut up. Then I guess before Grim could see that he was writing something else. But Oh my God, Grim, you wildin'. He said,
Jess,
huh? What'd you say?
oh no, just let them roll. Let them roll.
Yo,
Our chat's getting crazy when those two are in there.
yeah. First of all, Grim, I appreciate that. But you know what he said, Cole? Did you read it?
No, I'm walking around my house right now. What
Oh,
did
he said, I think. Oh, okay. He said, I think Jazz and Tone should do more couple streams together. Leave Kobo out of this. Kick him to the. He sucks. Kick him out.
Damn.
He's cold.
He just wants me for himself because he's kind of creepy like that. Stay away from me, old man.
Yeah. Then I think somewhere along the line he threatened. He told Berserk to shut up, and Berserk said no because I'm aiming to have 2 kids, not 200. Yeah. Okay. They're just being dear God.
I mean, the man has a point. He has a Pee Wee softball league to go against 2 other Pee Wee softball leagues.
I mean, Grimm's personal affairs aside. I really did enjoy Deadman Wonderland. There's no reason why it shouldn't get a continuation. There's none.
And Shiro and Gato are gonna fall in love if there was a continuation. So I feel like they have more of a little arc. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit teased that something could happen between them just because of the dynamic. But I feel like if it kept going, probably have real love arc.
True. Yeah, no, Grim, Grim, I think you would enjoy it. It's all right. It's a fucked up anime, bro. It is, but it's good.
Definitely watch it. It's only 12 episodes.
Yeah. I mean, if not to spoil it, but if you just like to see just a bunch of children get murdered off the bat, then there you go.
Yeah, I like Neverland vibes. Kill them all.
I like that. That fits with my ideals. Just murder, just kill the children.
Oh man, as many kids as you know what? I was about to say something out of pocket. Let me shut up. I was about to...
Gonna demonetize yourself right there.
What do you mean? What? That's it? What do you mean that's it, Grim? I'm confused by that question.
Nah, a lot more crazy story.
Are you saying that's it to the stream or what? Because you did come late, sir. It's already been about an hour. So, but yeah. So anybody got anything else to say? And do you have any more questions or anything for us, Jazz? Or
no, it's not. Yeah, 12 episodes.
Yeah, it's just 12 episodes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was talking to Grim. Just 12 episodes. That's why he's like that.
Yeah, I was saying that's mostly what we were talking about. How the 12 episodes didn't get everything in it, but it is a really good series and it's definitely binge worthy. So definitely just go watch that.
Yeah, I kind of want to rewatch it, to be honest.
Yeah, I said,
I'm right there with you. I already downloaded it.
Oh God.
It'll be annoying, but it's a lot of cursing, and like I said, I like that. I like hearing and it's not just little shit oh shit. It's fuck you, suck my dick, and I was like, whoa. But I'm like, it's so normal to talk like that, but I guess I don't see it normalized in anime or cartoons. So that was fire to me.
It never struck me as normal because it was coming from the mouth of a little tiny girl.
Right. But yeah,
I never got comfortable with that.
I'm just saying they be wilding in that show, man. They but then again, I guess what else do you expect when you're trapped in a prison system and you literally it's life or death.
house would be filthy. That's why I'm like, I kind of like that they were cursing that much just because it made it realistic, just some of the things that they said in the jail. But yeah,
the hopelessness of being in prison, and not just any prison, but G Block.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. They were all wholesome. He was also wholesome at first. He was saying the field trip was boring anyway because they were already going to go on a field trip to that jail. So, which that's another component of the show we were talking about, just like the battle royale. They're basically watching the prisoners kill themselves in the jail that he gets indicted in. So, just for people who weren't on the stream, but yeah, they were supposed to go on a field trip there, and then they just get massacred. So,
True.
Yep.
Oh, Anthony Craig, what up? What up, bruh? What up, Anthony?
We're getting dual Craigs in here.
Well, please don't. Like you and the other Craig is too much.
Listen, we just the right amount
I
of
don't
Craig
think you
for any
can handle
group.
that.
All right. No
So-
such thing as too much Craig in the room.
Oh, okay.
You got the right amount of Craig.
I see. Is that the case? Okay. I choose to not acknowledge you in that statement. But yeah, so I feel like, I feel like we've covered a lot. It's
We
a
all just
sandwich.
fanboyed about the anime for like 30 minutes. That's really what went down.
Hey, I'm cool with that because, like, let's be real. Sometimes I feel like we do tend to get a little out of hand, and I feel like we didn't get out of hand too much this time. We just like we got to the nitty gritty. We discussed everything that was definitely needed to be done and talked about. So I enjoyed that. I enjoy when we have that difference sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we were on the same page about pretty much everything about the show.
Yeah, it needs to be
But-
continued.
So short. I feel like if they had 3 seasons, we would have something to kind of go back and forth about. Like,
Oh yeah, it's killing me to keep my mouth shut right now.
I'm just saying, man. Deadman Wonderland deserves all seasons in a movie.
Like you literally have the first major arc and that's it. Well, I mean you have the prison arc, but and little bit of the Undertaker arc, but not like so much of the story is left out.
Don't worry, I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up.
they finished the manga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna order the manga because you're making me want to really understand what happened because I watched it such a long time ago and just revisiting it, I already just know how I felt when it ended and I just wasn't feeling that. Like,
Agreed. Oh, yeah. You just started season 3, Anthony, of my hero. Okay, catch up, bro.
Oh.
Catch up. I believe in you.
A lot of people argue between Black Clover and that being this generation's Naruto. I think it's My Hero.
Definitely my hero.
Black Clover.
I want to say it, but I just feel like the classroom dynamic that exists within My Hero Academia is more akin to the classroom dynamic Naruto had.
Yep, I agree with that.
I mean, really, what you get with Black Clover is initially just the two of them, you know, and then his small group of Black Wolves.
Just about eating enough times.
Husband just burning some Mexican chicken and it's fucking amazing.
But I feel like we've covered a lot. I think Jasmyn did an excellent job taking the reins today.
Absolutely.
thank you.
Ooh, I have one final question for everyone in here, though.
Hit me.
If they were to do either a remake, well, not really a remake, if they were to do a continuation, which studio would buy the rights to make said continuation? Who do you think would, or like, should carry on that torch?
Ooh.
Madhouse. I would want Madhouse to do it.
Madhouse. If not Madhouse, if they were to do an actual series.
Studio David.
If not Madhouse, if they was to actually do an actual series or do some type of continuation in the form of a movie, Studio Ghibli.
Oh, I
Studio Ghibli.
would like.
Studio Ghibli's a bit too innocent now.
I think Studio.
No. Princess Mononoke and like stuff like they get violent in that bitch. Like,
Who originally made it?
originally, yeah, that's a good question. Who was the Kobo? You know, off the top of your head, or
Yeah,
Who made it? Let
Yeah.
me double check. Let me double check that one.
I feel like Studio 4C, if it was a movie, just off of like how Takaki Creek looks, I feel like they would make a fire movie
Okay, you
like
know
that.
what? I forgot about them.
Let me see who
That's
did,
definitely
man.
another good choice.
Because I was gonna say
Let's
Mappa.
see.
Did Mappa already make this studio?
Man Globe.
Yeah,
That's
Man
the
Globe. It
studio.
was the Man Globe studio.
I feel like Mappa would make a fire.
Is it Mangrove?
Yes.
What was Mangrove?
Now Studio Map, or
Yeah,
just like
it
how they
was.
did
It
it, like
was. That was
Cyberpunk
one of
Edge
the ones.
Runner.
It was during that time period where a bunch of them, like right at the end, they started to go out of business after that. Like I'm looking at it right now. The last anime they did was Gangsta, and then the studio folded.
Hmm.
Because like in 2004, between 2010 and 2015, some of the best studios ever went
Dang.
under.
I chant
Yeah,
Plu, Achin.
Gainax,
Yeah.
Manglobe was
The
one.
world, God only knows. Oh wow.
Yeah, they had a bunch of hits. Like Manglobe, if you look at it, look at the hits: Samurai Champloo, Ergo Proxy, The Sacred Blacksmith, Deadman Wonderland, The World God Only Knows 1 and 2. Let's see, Unlimited, the Psychic Squad one. That one was actually really good. That one was one I didn't expect to be as good as it was.
Yeah,
And
that was good.
Gangster was really good. I never got into Hayate the Combat Butler or Samurai Flamenco.
Well, that's because they also did, rom coms. So
I was about to say,
Yeah,
I'm looking at like all their titles. I'm like, every single title that they had, the most time it aired was for a year. That's crazy.
yeah,
yeah.
because the
Well, you
longest
look at
one
the
is
one. Most
Samurai
of them are 12
Champloo.
episode deals. Samurai Champloo was huge. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic.
I really like Michiko and Hachin too.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was good.
Yeah, I feel like that wasn't really popular. I feel like mostly you only hear girls talk about that.
Did you see that genocidal organ movie that came out in like 2017?
No, what was that?
Apparently, that was the last thing they did, but it went unfinished and production was taken over by Geno Studio.
Hmm.
Geno's one of the newer ones. They kind of took over, I guess, a lot of the Manglobe stuff, or that they're made up of a lot of the Manglobe studio. Like a lot of those studios that went under, they just created new studios, grouped together.
Yeah, I mean, gotta find a job,
It
don't
looks
you?
like they've got a ton of work yet, though. But they just started in 2015. They're doing Golden Kamui, which is actually a fantastic anime. Good period drama type anime.
Yeah, I started watching that because you told me to, so I gotta finish it.
It has some of the most hilarious scenes. They did one of the episodes of Star Wars Visions, apparently.
Yes, they did.
Learn
I can't
some
remember
more.
which episode that was.
I can tell you right now. It was. Look. Oh, where the hell is it? Oh, right here. Love and Ocho.
Ugh. But yeah, man, I feel like we covered a lot. There's a lot that we can all agree upon when it comes to this show, this series. Bottom line, if you haven't watched it, watch it. If any studios listening to this or you feel the waves from this conversation, please pick it up, finish it off. I would love to see a continuation. I would love to see it complete.
Yes, read the manga.
I would love to see the antics.
I'm definitely about to read mangas.
We're gonna have,
Yeah, I gotta read.
we're
I
gonna
gotta
have to
finish the
break down
manga.
studios and talk about just like individual studios and their
Yeah.
best work.
We could, yeah, that could be an episode for sure. I would do that. I would love that. I have to do a little more. I have to be a little more committed to research on that one, but
Oh yeah, because a lot of these studios are gone.
yeah. So, but yes, I think we had a good episode. Anybody has anything to say before we get out of here? I guess.
I guess for anime at that time period, it was one of the more darker anime. You had series that went on at the time that, for the most part, were made for a younger audience. This one was not made for a younger audience, and it shows, obviously. And it'd been a long time since anime was ready to return to that type of anime. After '89, they kind of ultraviolence in anime became a sticking point within politics, and studios stayed away from it. They stayed entirely away from it for a good period of time. That was one of the animes that, when they came back to it, that was one that they dropped. And so it was a nice return to the anime of the 90s, but without the excessive amounts of violence. It's violent, make no mistake, but it's not nearly as bad as anime could get in the 90s and the 80s if you go back even a little bit farther.
Okay, all right. Anybody else?
Definitely a good anime.
All right. Well, Neil, question for you though. Before we got it, how did you like your first official episode?
It was really nice. I like it. I would love to come back for more episodes.
Well, I'll reach. I reach out. So,
what are we doing next?
I don't know.
I would love a Code Geass episode.
Oh wait,
Code Geass?
Was that one of them?
No.
No.
It is. The next one is Guilty Crown.
Psychopaths.
Oh, Psychopath.
Psychopaths and Guilty Crown are our next two.
All right.
Fire.
We should wait till the movie's released for Psychopaths because they've got a movie coming out.
Oh, don't do that to me. Ooh.
I'm sorry. No. Check up. I'm not sure if it's out already or when it's coming out. What the deal is with that?
Let me look.
Yeah, the next one's Guilty
I
Crown.
want to talk about it now.
I know, because I'm on episode like 6 of it right now, and I'm trying to rewatch the whole series. And oh my god, that series is so gnarly from the get go. Whew.
What's it called? All right, Psychopaths Providence. It already came out.
It came out last month, didn't it?
It came out on July 14th.
July. Oh, so it's been out for a little bit. I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I don't even know where I will watch it if it's available yet.
I mean, if it's Psychopath, it might be on Netflix. I mean, Psychopath is a pretty high-rated series. It was one of the early ones that ended up on Netflix, so I'd expect the movie to be on there.
True.
Netflix or Hulu. I don't know though. I never check my shit.
But hey, it should be coming to platform soon, so we'll just have to wait it out. But yeah, good stuff today, guys. Jasmyn, thanks for rocking out as well as you did and taking over. Well, I don't know if I should thank you for stealing my show, but but thank you for doing so good with it.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Y'all made it so easy for me, for sure.
No, we're glad to have you.
Yeah. Should I announce the information that me and you've been discussing?
No, let's wait.
All right.
One more episode, we'll hear it.
Yeah. So new information coming. So wait on it. But yeah. So we're going to next episode that I know is clearly happening is going to be Guilty Crown, because we've been putting that one off due to us not being fully prepared for it. So that'll be the next one. If you want to watch,
fully prepared. I made everyone wait because I wanted to rewatch it. I shit you not. That was the real reason.
I was trying to spare you, Cobalt, but okay.
That's true. I love the anime though, but I haven't watched it. Like Deadman Wonderland, I haven't watched it in freaking 10 years.
Yeah, I was trying to spare you, Kobo, but okay. But yeah, so if anybody who watches the streams, or Neil yourself, if you want to join us for that one, watch Guilty Crown. You can watch it on Crunchyroll. So
Well worth it. It's one of those hidden gems that I like to tell people about.
it's so good, man. But all right, yeah, I think that's all we got. That's all. I think that's all our time, guys. So everybody, thank you for watching. Everybody who was in the chat, thank you. Though you guys were being yourselves in the chat. And y'all know what I mean when I say that. What'd you say, Kobo?
So thank you for being yourselves in the chat.
Yes.
It would be weird if you weren't.
And Neil, good. I appreciate you joining us for your first one, man. Hopefully you can make another one soon.
Yeah, picked a great anime to be your first.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was between
It's so.
I Kill, I think, which is another amazing one to me.
You said
Kill
Akame
All
got killed?
I think we were going to do this one, but Kame got killed, or we were going to compare the Mononoke's, and
Yeah.
but this was definitely a pick. But Akame got killed is a great pick too.
No, it
Yeah, I
definitely
don't
is a
want to
great
cry.
pick.
All right.
What do you mean
So
you
what
don't
is
want to
this
cry?
one?
You know what? I'm gonna save that, but I'm gonna save that for that episode because we're eventually gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that episode.
All right. My friend.
I don't want to relive my waifu dying. Oh no.
Yeah. That one just hurt my feelings.
Okay.
My body pillow.
All right. Well, we're gonna get on out of here. As always, I'm your boy Adil Tone, and this was the first episode of a takeover from Jasmyn Milan. Apparently, what's that?
He's gone into the void. Oh my god.
Kobo. I don't know if I can mute him.
All right, gentlemen.
Let's just do that.
All right, Kobo.
Oh my god.
You're down? I'll see you guys later on.
All right, see you, Kobo.
Jasmyn, thanks for joining us. It was awesome.
Yes.
It's
So
one of my favorite animes, and I love you for it.
Yeah. Period.
yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and end this now. Then,
Bye.
bye, guys. Jasmyn, thank you again. We'll have you take over again, probably 9 times out of 10.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.